Hey guys, coming at you today with a little keto pasta battle between the Kaizen pasta and the Aviate pasta. And grilling season is fast approaching, so we are gonna make some keto macaroni salad with both these pastas and see who comes out on top. So let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, thanks for joining me. My name's Alycia and I'm a pastry chef. I've been a chef most of my life and now I own a keto gluten-free bakery, and I'm here to show you all the tips and tricks on how to make the best recipes possible. So if you enjoy my recipes, please hit the subscribe button down there, give the video a thumbs up, leave me comments, and share with all your friends and family. It all helps me help you make the best recipes possible and bring you new videos every Saturday. Today, my favorite thing before going keto, pasta. Being Italian, when I first went keto, it was tough. I tried all the miracle noodles and all that stuff, and when I first started, I went completely gluten-free and I felt so much better. My stomach issues I've had my entire life, gone. So my options for pasta are very low because I know there's tons of low carb options out there and there's a lot that have gluten in them. So I am working on my own keto pasta with no gluten, no nut flours. So far, this one has been the best. My go-to that's a little bit cheaper is the Natural Heaven pasta, but it definitely does not have the texture of regular pasta. If you haven't seen my other video where I made mac and cheese, I'll link it up there for you with this pasta. And it was pretty delicious, but this is a little bit high in carbs and it's pretty expensive. The Aviate pasta is a little bit cheaper on Amazon and half the amount of carbs. So I wanted to try this against this pasta and we'll see how it stacks up. Now, I already made the macaroni salad with this pasta. So if you didn't see how this pasta cooked up and stuff, you can check out the old video, but it cooked up the same. I tasted it and it tasted done at 6 minutes. So I drained it, but then once I mixed it in, it was a little bit tough to the tooth. So make sure you cook it long enough, but I was afraid it was gonna fall apart. So I stopped cooking at 6 minutes because that one piece I tried felt really soft. Just keep that in mind when you're cooking. We're not gonna be cooking this anymore, unlike the mac and cheese where you can bake it in the oven and cook it a little bit longer. We're not cooking our macaroni salad. So you wanna make sure it's nice and done before you drain it. Now we are gonna make this into a macaroni salad. Another reason I made that first before I even started shooting was because I wanted to get that chillin', because macaroni salad should be made a day ahead or at least 4 hours ahead to have those flavors kind of soak into the pasta a little bit. I weighed and measured everything out so that these would be exactly the same. They're both 8 ounces of pasta. I wanted to do everything the same. I did choose Ziti and Penne only because Aviate has a elbow macaroni, the Kaizen does not. So I wanted it to be an equal battle and not be swayed by the shape of the pasta. But obviously, if the Aviate is good, I would suggest getting the elbow macaroni for macaroni salad because that just makes sense. As your macaroni salad sits, you definitely want to give it a couple stirs, and you're also going to adjust seasoning later to your taste because it's going to get soaked up. It might get a little bit more bland if you need a little bit more salt in there, but that is our Kaizen macaroni salad. And it hasn't fallen apart, which is good that, you know, it is holding up at least, but again, it might have been not cooked quite long enough. It's a fine line with keto pastas and even Banza chickpea pasta and stuff. It's a fine line between cooked and overcooked and falling apart on you. So if anything, I'd err on the side of caution and do it a little under because you do not want mushy falling apart noodles in your macaroni salad. Okay, our water's boiling here, so we're gonna put in our Aviate pasta. Let's see, 4 cups, 1 pouch, half a tablespoon of salt. So that's a hefty pinch. This only cooks 4 to 5 minutes. Test until cooked al dente. Rinse with water for 10 seconds. Cool and enjoy. Do not overcook and rinse thoroughly. Let's dump this one in. I do like the packaging, the resealable. floated just like Kaizen did. I'll do a split screen. I did take video of making the other pasta, so it floats a little bit more. So the ingredients are pretty similar. I'm gonna set a timer when that gets to a boil. This one has fava bean protein. This one has sunflower flour in it. This one has tapioca starch. This one has tapioca fiber. I tried finding tapioca fiber to make a keto pasta without lupin, which is a legume, and my stepdad's not gonna be able to eat any of this. And I always feel bad like serving stuff that has a legume in it because he has a peanut allergy. So I really want to figure out a keto version. So I was looking for tapioca fiber. I can't find it to buy it anywhere. So I don't know if that's a specialty industry thing. I don't know. So tapioca starch is high in carbs. When it says fiber, you assume it's just fiber. So I'm thinking that's why it's so low in carbs compared to this one that is 6. Stir. I did set a timer. The reason I liked this pasta, the only other one I've tried that's lupin is the Perfect Keto mac and cheese, which was a lupin pasta. And that pasta was thicker. Like the noodle itself was thick, so it was kind of tough, like no matter how much you cooked it, and if you cooked it too much, it just fell apart. So that's why I liked this pasta. So I'm wondering if the Aviate is gonna be similar texture to this one. So we don't got much time. Let's get to cutting our stuff here. I only did like 1/8 of an onion. I'm used to making, at my old work when I had to make the pasta salad for macaroni salad for Fish Fry Friday, I'd make like 2 pounds of pasta at a time. And we never measured anything. We just did red onion, celery, parsley, mayo, some vinegar, salt, pepper, garlic. But I measured it all out for you. It's obviously to taste because I feel like everyone has their favorite macaroni salad. And most of the stuff that's in it is keto already. So it's really just the pasta that needs to be swapped out here. Some people do put sugar in their macaroni salad. You can use pretty much any alternative sweetener. I've done allulose, I've done a monk fruit erythritol blend. Can just do a little tiny squirt of stevia. I've done it all with these kinds of recipes. Only 1 minute left on our timer already. I should probably, it's definitely not done. You can almost feel it when you're mixing it that it's still pretty hard. So definitely gonna need that last minute at least. Sorry if I'm sniffling or sound stuffy. Allergy season is upon us. The pollen is flying. I'm just adding 1 rib of celery. I bought a big, like, already cut thing because we're having that party. We're gonna have a veggie platter. So they were already cut like this. 10 seconds left. I only set it for 4. Said don't overcook it. Still seems kind of hard. That's really hard still. I like my celery and onion diced really small. You can do however you want. Oh, stuck in my teeth now. I looked up a few recipes just to see and compare to what I used to do at the club, and some people had red pepper. You can definitely do red pepper in there. Be nice for some color. It's been 5 minutes. They kind of still feel the same as I'm stirring. Oh, they're done. 5 minutes. I'm gonna let that drain while we finish up the mix here. Okay, so I did 4 ounces of mayo. I'm using the Chosen Foods. Got a couple of comments last time about Costco having really good deal on Chosen Foods. I unfortunately kind of live in the boonies, and the closest Costco to me, I believe, is like 45 minutes away, if not a little bit further. And also someone said something about making their own mayo, and then another person commented that she price compared like making your own mayo and getting it at, I think it was Costco, and it still was cheaper to buy it at Costco than to make your own mayo. So I just did a 1/4 teaspoon of each: salt, pepper, and granulated garlic. And we can adjust seasoning after it's been marinating for a while. I just did a 1/2 tablespoon of white vinegar. Definitely use apple cider. I was about to, and then I messed up my camera angle because my camera is perched on my cabinet there, and I got it all set up and then moved my cabinet and yeah, messed it all up. So I just stopped. Usually I plan ahead better. So this is just a tiny bit warm, not very much at all. This one did seem to fall apart a little bit more than the other one. There was none of this in my strainer when I did the Kaizen. Let's give that a mix. Also, hard-boiled eggs, definitely something you can put in here. We definitely did not do that at the club though. So this is how the other one looked before it sat for a while. Then when you saw when I stirred it, it looked a little bit more dry. So we might need to add a little bit more dressing too, because it might soak up more than a regular pasta salad would, or macaroni salad. Okay, let's give this a taste. See, that was hard. I'm wondering, when it's warm, it's soft, and when it gets like cold or room temperature, the noodle gets harder. Hopefully they'll soften up being in a vinegar solution. That's my hope anyways. It's all getting stuck to my teeth. Tastes good, but the texture, that one was softer though. So I don't know, maybe it's just that they don't cook evenly. I guess we'll see when we try a portion of each in a couple of hours. Luckily, only a second for you. Okay, it's been about 4 hours, and what I thought was gonna happen happened. It just all soaked up into the noodles. So we're gonna have to make some more dressing to put on this macaroni salad. This is the Aviate, and this is the Kaizen. I have a feeling these aren't gonna be a good test on if these are any good. Because I just remembered that I think when me and Adam maybe first started dating or just moved in here, his mom made a pasta salad or macaroni salad with brown rice pasta. And normally like she likes it as, you know, or maybe I made it, like a gluten-free pasta salad for her. And when it gets cold, it gets hard. And it ends up like falling apart after like a day or two. So I hope that doesn't happen here, but I have a feeling because they're cold, they're gonna be kind of tough, like more chewy than soft, like a regular macaroni noodle would be. I think I'm just gonna add some more mayo to it and see how we like it. I'm running out of spatulas. Add like another 2 ounces. So it would be 3/4 of a cup. It really soaked up that mayo. We just do a whole nother batch, like double the recipe. We want this saucy. So I'm gonna add in 1/2 tablespoon of vinegar too. It's starting to fall apart. That looks better. Might let it sit for a little while longer just to make sure that we don't need anything else in there. I think it needs all our seasonings we added before too. It just tastes like mayo now. I'm gonna do the exact same thing to the other one. That looks more like macaroni salad. Throw that in the fridge for a little bit. Make sure we don't need anything else in there. And then we can taste. We'll do the exact same thing to this one. Just opened this jar of mayo. Oh boy. We were just at BJ's. I was like, oh, we're good. We have a whole jar. And then I opened it, and I opened it like Tuesday. And it's Thursday. And 1/2 tablespoon of vinegar. Okay, throwing this in the fridge. Be back in about an hour to check on them and give them a taste. Okay, it's been about an hour, so let's see what these macaroni salads are looking like. See, it's a pretty good macaroni salad. This one did break apart a little bit. So this is the Kaizen. This is the Aviate. This one seems to have soaked up more of the mayo. And it broke a little bit, looks like. But I also mixed it quite a lot, so it took quite a beating. Let's give these a side-by-side taste test comparison. Say right off the bat, the Kaizen looks a little bit better. It's a lighter color than the Aviate. Start with the Kaizen. It is a little bit chewier. It does fall apart more than a regular noodle would, but the texture is not horrible. I thought it was gonna be a lot harder, and it's really not that bad. If you've ever had cold brown rice pasta, you know what I'm talking about. Let's try the Aviate. So the Aviate is more dense and hard and chewier, more similar to the Perfect Keto lupin flour pasta. So that's what I was afraid of with the Aviate. I was really surprised when I tried the Kaizen because it was the most like regular pasta I had found because it's so thin. It just falls apart because it's a thinner noodle. So I feel like it has better texture, more close to regular pasta than not. I feel like if I gave people that, they wouldn't be like, oh, that is definitely keto, which technically it's kind of skating the line of keto. I mean, you're not gonna eat probably 2 ounces of macaroni salad. That's actually kind of a lot for like even like a side dish, especially if you're eating a bunch of meat and snacks and stuff at a barbecue. You're gonna only have about this much, which I don't think is 2 ounces of macaroni salad. But this one is a thicker noodle, but it's still a really good option. I think this would do better in a mac and cheese or even Alfredo or just hot dishes in general. It's still really good. I just think the Kaizen is a little bit better, just a tiny bit. But I guess that's I think it's like a $1 price difference on Amazon. You can get the Kaizen on Thrive. It's only $7.99, and they had even a deal going. They give free gifts all the time. So you get notifications and stuff, and I got a notification that they had chickpea pasta and the Thrive Market pasta sauce as a free gift. So I'm like, sweet, those are 2 things we use all the time. So I got the free gift, I got the Kaizen pasta. So basically that was paid for by the jar of sauce and the chickpea pasta I got for free. And then we always get snacks for Van from Thrive, so he can always use more snacks. So you do enough that you can get free shipping. And so that's why I got another box of the Kaizen. Besides that, you said you wanted to see a comparison, but that's a little way to look for deals for Thrive Market. I will have my membership code down below. They're not a sponsor of mine, but everybody gets a membership code that if you use it, I get something back and you get 40% off your first box. So that's down below if you feel like checking out Thrive Market. They do have the Kaizen for the cheapest, but it is really the best keto pasta I have found so far. Aviate is definitely the runner-up. It is still really good. I'll have these both linked for my Amazon too, down below. And these are gonna be even better in like a day or so. I'm gonna, obviously when I put this video out, I'll let you know if I had to add like more dressing to it. The Kaizen looks like it's gonna be dressing-y enough. The Aviate, I'm thinking might need more dressing still. So just keep that in mind if you're gonna make this recipe. Make way more dressing than you think you need because it is gonna soak it up for sure. But macaroni salad was delicious. Even though it's not elbow macaroni, it is still really yummy. And I think everyone at the cookout on Mother's Day is going to enjoy it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. Let me know in the comments below if there's any other products you want me to compare and what recipes should I do with them. Don't forget to check out my Amazon shop page. The link is down in the description box below, along with the blog link to the full macaroni salad recipe. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I'll be back with more keto, low carb, healthy meals, desserts, and snack recipes and side dishes. Bye guys. Happy keto pasta making.